Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be doing our daily transparency update. As usual, if you're new here, that just pretty much includes me talking about the portfolio's gains or losses for every single stock market day, whether that's a huge red day and we lose like $30,000, or whether it's a huge green day as well, or just a solid one like we've seen today. I like to have that transparency there, and then also just simply keep a track record of the portfolio's progress, which is pretty fun when I'm able to look back at it over time. As always, of course, if you enjoy the Tesla videos, please make sure to smash that like button. But before we get into this, let's just go ahead and check out this free stock that I got from Jonathan using my referral link. So if you're watching this, Jonathan, I really appreciate the support, bro, and I hope you got a really expensive stock for your free stock. Probably not, just knowing how Robinhood is, but I hope you got one. And even if you don't, it's still free money pretty much, and this is a good way to get you started investing. So that's pretty exciting, and let's just take a look at what we got for this. Let's see, come on. For some reason it never loads. I have to just exit out of it, so it should show up here though. Yeah, MNKD, what is that? Mankind. Alright, $3 about it, I'll take it. That will at least help out a little bit with Robinhood Gold this month that I always purchase for the channel. So much appreciated, Jonathan. But just taking a look at the portfolio today and also addressing Tesla stock as well, we have had an all-time high record close for Tesla stock and a really solid growth day. So just to show you all the numbers, as it states right here for Yahoo Finance, it says December 3rd, for the close we had a share price of $593.38, and comparing that to previous closes, we've had 568, 584, 567, 585, 574, 555, and then it continues to go on downward since recently we have been hitting all-time highs. So today has been a record close, a lot to be excited about. I'm really happy to see this portfolio seeing some more progress, and then it's also just nice in general to be seeing after hours positive as well. At least it's not in the negative pretty heavily like we've seen recently. With that being said, addressing the value of the portfolio, we are currently at a value of $237,683.64, and in the normal market hours today we had a plus 4.81% gain. That was plus $10,900.67, and then in the after hours currently we are at a plus 0.12% gain, which is plus $275.20. And just to make an example of that, even though after hours hasn't moved tremendously, I just want to point out the fact that that's still $275. And I just want that to be motivating for all of those out there that are wanting to continue to invest, because when you're able to grow your portfolio, and especially to some of these larger amounts, then even the small percentage changes in one day can be a huge deal and make a big difference in terms of the actual money gained. $275 is a lot of money to me just to get from 0.12% growth. So I hope that with these portfolio updates, not only do I mention some things here and there that are at least a little bit useful when it comes to investing, but also that these videos are motivating as well. One of the big things that I would love to accomplish with my videos in this channel is to just simply get people more familiar with investing, and especially young people near my age as well. I'm 23 and I wish I knew about investing as soon as I turned 18, or even before that as well, because I would have been holding off on some of these other purchases and just saving for investing. Because when you think about it, your money goes so much further at a younger age because you have so many years from that time on for compound interest to do its work and for your portfolio to grow over time. So when you really think about it, your money is more valuable the younger you are, because that gives you more years for it to grow over time with compound interest. And even though I'm sad that I started kind of late at around 22 and I missed out on a few years of putting money into my Roth IRA, I'm still very happy that I learned even at this point in time about investing and have started to do so. And I just hope that these videos at least get more younger people out there especially to start investing, because that's how you can really set up your future and grow your wealth. And I truly think that investing at an early age is how you can really transfer yourself out of whatever economic class you're in right now into a higher, more wealthier class in the future by having discipline and saving money and putting it into the stock market and making good solid investments based on evidence and research and facts and reasoning. Just taking a look at the movement for Tesla stock today, it started out at 9 a.m. at plus 4.65% in the pre-market, and then once the normal market hour started at 9:30, it was at plus 4.17%, and then we actually had a pretty significant amount of volatility until we hit this point near the midday at 11:15 a.m. That was at plus 3.01%, and that's when we started to see sort of a consistent trend upwards, in which we saw some volatility volatility and some ups and downs here and there, but the general trend was upwards until we hit one of the higher points of the day, which was at 2:10 p.m. Then we saw a bit more volatility and a slight downturn until this point at 3:55 p.m. At that point, we were at plus 4.79%. It actually hits this peak at 420. Gotta love it, especially since it's Tesla stock, and we pretty much flatlined for the rest of the day with the general trend. But overall, I'm actually pretty satisfied with the movement in after hours, and I've stated this in previous videos, but I'm actually a pretty big fan of when after hours are just a little bit low key, and that's because with the next day, it's kind of a surprise where the market goes. Whereas if you get a heavy movement in after hours, especially if it's a surge up in the green, a lot of times if it's like a 4 to 5% gain, then that has to carry over for pretty much the rest of the day and at least stay consistent around that number or stay above that number for you to not really be disappointed once it finally locks in at around 4 p.m. And referencing back with yesterday's after hours movement, I think it actually turned out pretty well for us today in the sense that we actually got a higher movement today in the normal market hours compared to the after hours for yesterday, I believe. I think it was at like plus 3 point some percent in the after hours yesterday. So this was actually one of those days where it kind of exceeded our expectations, or at least my expectations, in comparison to the movement that we were seeing in the after hours. I was actually hoping for one of those days where it starts out a little bit lower but still in the green pretty solid and then continues upwards. And that's kind of what we saw since the early morning and then until the midday there. And to me, one of the most satisfying days is where you start out really solid at like plus 3 to 4% in the early morning, and then it just continues to go up until the end of the day and hits like plus 7, plus 8%, sometimes plus 10, plus 12%. Those are really just the greatest days ever because your expectations are constantly being exceeded as you get closer and closer to that lock-in price at market close. But just taking a look at Tesla stock specifically, we are currently at a share value of $594.02. And also addressing the time frames for this portfolio, for the past week, we are currently up 2.22%. That is plus $5,163.66. For the past month, we are currently up 41.38%. That is plus $69,568.95. For the past 3 months, we are currently up 53.10%, which is plus $82,441.82. And then finally, for the past year, well, I guess not finally this time around, since we have been investing on Robinhood for more than 1 year, so the year is different from the all-time now. But for the 1 year, we are currently up 131.48%. That is plus $134,971.58, almost 135K. And then for the all-time, we are currently up 131.49%, which is plus $134,974.57. So the only difference between the 1 year and the all-time right now is like a 0.01% gain, and I think that's actually just due to a free stock. Yeah, there's only like a $3 difference there. So I got the free stock on December 2nd, and that's why there's just a slight difference there. With that being said, let's just take a look at Tesla stock specifically for today's gains and then also for the all-time gains as well. So for today's return, including both the after hours and normal market hours combined, we are at plus 4.36%, which is plus $11,011.67. And then for the total return, we are at a clean 79% gain, which is plus $116,278.26. Given all of these details, I'm really satisfied with Tesla's movement, and I am still more bullish on Tesla than ever, and especially between this current point in time and S&P 500 inclusion. As I've stated in previous videos, I think there will be a general increase in share price over time, with maybe some pullback days here and there and some volatility, but I just don't see how this share price could not go up over the remaining days between now and S&P 500 inclusion, just because we're likely going to be seeing a lot of institutional investors buying in. And then of course we have this large mandatory purchase happening on December 21st as well. However, only time will tell with that situation, but I just wanted to have a little bit of transparency with the portfolio and then also just talk about Tesla stock a little bit as well. Like I stated at the beginning of this video, one of the major things that I wish I knew beforehand in retrospect was to learn a little bit more about investing before I missed out on some of my contributions for the Roth IRA and things like that. So if you're a little bit younger and you're getting near that age of investing, or if you're maybe a little bit late like I was, at least in my opinion, it would be a good idea to familiarize yourself with the stock market and the different options that you have with your retirement accounts and things like that. And of course, anything that I say or have said in this video is not to be considered financial advice. This was me simply just sharing my thoughts and opinions about the market and with Tesla stock as well. Please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and the transparency. And of course, feel free to check out my referral links to Robinhood and Webull. You can sign up with my link to Robinhood and get a free stock, or you can sign up to Webull right now with my referral link and you'll get 2 free stocks just for signing up. Those can be valued up to $250. And then after that, you can also deposit $100 into your Webull account and you'll get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600. So a lot of opportunity there for some nice passive income with minimal effort. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.